Welcome back, Generals, to another Let's Fix Generals, a 0 hour to make the best game ever. Good, so last session we did conclude our fix for the AI group. I think it's good enough now. Good. So, then what do we do next? This one here. It always opens the one in the base directory. This issue exists in retail. Interesting. I never knew that this existed. Okay, so this is bug gen. I would say it's also GUI. It is a minor issue, yeah. I would say this is a fix showing duplicate replace. Prevent duplicate replays from being shown in menu. How about fix duplicate collects all replay files and then it attempts to open any found replay files. The former searches all subdirectories, but the latter uses only the replay file name and tries to open the file from the base directory. It always opens the one in the base directory. Okay. Okay, so prevents showing duplicate replays. I say replay files in the replay menu. Prevent showing duplicate replay files. Prevent showing unlikely. Prevent showing duplicate replay files in the replay menu. Prevent showing duplicate replay files. Prevent duplicates replays from being shown in the replay menu. Prevent duplicate replay. Prevent duplicate replays shown from being shown. Duplicates replays from being shown in the replay menu. I think that's good enough then, I guess. Yeah. Okay, it's a really small bug fix. Yeah. a very unlikely fix that someone encountered. I've never seen this. Okay. Okay. Oof. What is this? Prevent programming information. Okay. Duplicate replay something shown on the replay menu. Okay. Okay. I was a bit sad when you said it was obsolete code. Yeah, I'm not sure. Basically, the whole code needs to be refit into the game code anyway. So yeah, the whole tool changes. So I don't know if it makes sense to hard code all these codes. Maybe it does. Maybe not. I'm not sure. So many. I don't know if it makes sense. The thing is also that these codes are actually not used for anything. They are stored in a CSV file, but they don't do anything. It's just a number in there. Now it could be used to like recognize a language and then maybe have like language selections of some sort. I don't know. It could be used for something, but I don't know. Yeah. Also, the problem is right now with this, what this does. I think there's a count somewhere down here. Yeah, there's a count here. So what happens now is that the GameText file class allocates an array with this size count. And so it reserves room for this many languages, which was not the intent originally to have that many things in the array. So essentially, there's like a class, I think it's called GameText file class, yeah, and that, yeah, has one reserved slot for each of these languages. Yeah. Good. What do we have here? all the other UI texture elements, it means they draw on top of everything else. This is replicating current code with how the values are retrieved for the global data by default or from the ini data if it was loaded. This is replicating current code. Huh? But it's a new feature. This is replicating current code with how the values are retrieved for the global data by default. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean with replicating current code? This is a new feature. It can be designed. It can be designed. Yeah. I place them where they are as they will fill padding bytes. Oh. They will fill padding bytes and not extend the size of the global data object. Maybe there are more suitable free pads elsewhere. I tried replacing the retail general 0-hour build with a compiled version from the fork to play the game over LAN, which worked great, except the only Gentoo feature that still worked after replacing was unlocked FPS. The camera was as crappy as ever. I would really like to play on the fork version to avoid reporting bugs that have already been fixed, but without the features, it will just be a very crappy experience. Gentoo features will be replicated. Let's say relevant Gentoo features will be replicated. For first release. Close as resolved. I could tweak it then, iterate over the vector. And then at this point. I wonder if this should get some comment. Okay, the title needs updating. Fix USA particle cannon shooting. Fix USA particle cannon performing wrong firing actions after it was scripted to fire along a waypoint path. Fix USA particle cannon performing wrong firing fix USA particle cannon performing incorrect firing sequence after it was scripted to fire along a waypoint path once. Fire along a waypoint once. Waypoint path. Fix USA particle cannon performing incorrect firing sequence after it was scripted to fire along a waypoint path once. I think we don't need to say once, just path along a waypoint path. Do we need any initiate intent to do special power? Manual target mode, scripted waypoint mode. Manual target mode, false. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Yeah. Um, mm, I think we need a new label. New label. Retail. Not for retail. No retail. No retail. This fix or change is not compatible. It's not applicable. It's not applicable with retail game compatibility. This fix or change is not applicable with retail game compatibility. No retail. Oh shit, no, I didn't save the title, didn't I? Oh, I did. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Looks plausible. Title adjusted. Label added. Right. I think I will split this into okay, so I would say we create a new branch. Fix AI group 6. Okay, then what we do is we first, hold on. So I think what we do is we take the git diff, git bash, paste. There we go. We take this guy, paste. And then we take this guy, dot, paste. There we go. Okay. And then we take take this, paste. All right. We have this, okay. Resets, all right. Then we do here, advanced, create a fixer commit, all right. Commits, all right. We do a rebase, squash. The thing avoids crashing when players are selected. Data from already. Okay, so we have this guy, and then we go here, and we cherry pick both of them. Cherry pick. There we go. Cherry pick. All right. Okay. Then here we do a revert, reset branch to here. Oops. Yeah. Mixed hearts. There we go. And then here we do this advanced revert. ZH. Let's rename this management. Oof. Fix AI group memory management and leaks. Fix AI group memory management and leaks. Okay. Then here we do a new follow-up here. might push this. Okay. Then we open a new pull request here. And we say we copy, for now I just copy everything over. So this one fixes bug, crash, performance, critical, gen, ZH. Okay. And so this one then will be not about performance, and will be, and this one will also be no retail. There we go. And this one will be not performance, but it's a critical fix, stability fix. This one will also be stability fix. And this one will be follow up for 12.12. Let's say a merge after that, fix up. This is merge after, replaces, fixes. Solution with retail compatible CSC, game logic message dispatcher now uses a massive hack to avoid crashing. Replicate in general. I think this doesn't need to be tested against more replays. This is safe. Change fixes a critical problem. It's totally broken. Probably reference console argument is only destroyed when all owners let go of it. This fixes our problems. Any potential leaks crashes. It also makes the code simpler in some places. The reference counted AI group is compiled out with that because it will mismatch with retail because of all the memory leaks and whatever else happens when touching this code. Update. Then we can change fix AI group. Let's say it prevents AI group. Let's say prevent crashing, prevent game crash when a player is selected in a replay playback to heap use after free. it uses this hack because touching AI group, because fixing AI group properly will mismatch with retail. Maybe we can also clarify Gentoo uses this hack since more than a decade. Uses this exact hack since more than a decade. Instead of uses, how about we say applies this exact hack. There we go. All right. No, I didn't update the title, of course. I forgot that. Fix AI group, memory management. Fix AI group, memory management, and leaks. Fix AI group, memory management, and leaks. When game crash. Fix it. Done. All right. I don't like the color of this. No retail. Let me see if we can find a better color for the no retail. Oh, Jesus. That one looks cute. Okay. Good. Then what's the next? Oof. Okay, I think there was one more thing that I needed to update here. I have 14 open. It was This one. Fix black terrain. Fix black terrain, yeah. Hold on, first let's grab the latest main. Yeah. Let's also fetch and prone. Okay. Delete. Okay. And then we go to this guy, yeah. And we rebase on main. And there are conflicts. Okay. Okay. Link libraries. Okay. Is that unexpected? Maybe. Okay. I'm surprised that Polyphidus is continuously watching the videos since he made the comments in this one review that he was sad that I would say that I said it's obsolete. He is paying attention. Yeah, so I looks like I need to be careful what I'm saying. I'm not paying much attention to what I'm saying typically. I just say it. Right? So there are chances that sometimes I say things that are upsetting. Right? I think it happens because I'm very straightforward. When I don't like something, then I would say it, you know, and I think it can be harsh, right? If someone puts a lot of time into something and then someone comes along and discredits the effort, then this can be disheartening, right? Especially when doing it in a context where the work we do here is not a work that is paid, right? So the effort that we put better be worthwhile, right? If you do work at a job, at a company that you get paid for, and they scrap your work, then it's not a big deal. Like, you got compensated for your time, essentially. I mean, it still sucks, right? Because your work was sort of meaningless, but it's in the end, it's not your work. If you work for a company, the work you put is not yours. It belongs to the company. So you don't actually own what you do at the company. Whereas here, the code that we put towards this, we actually own, right? We own this. And so it's a big difference. I would say like working on open source software in a way is more rewarding, that in the sense that you own the stuff, but it's less rewarding because you can't make a living out of it, right? It doesn't pay the bills. So it has advantages, it has disadvantages there. Yeah, I think the best case is if you're actually working on an indie project and you own it and you have like creative control, right? And you are the direct beneficiary of the revenue, right? Then it's yours, and then you can put like, you put your best work towards it, and depending on that, you get your revenue. That's the best case scenario. Yeah. But here in this case, you put your best work towards it, and it might not be good enough, and you won't get anything out of it, regardless whether it's good or bad, right? So there's a lot of disadvantages. No. Okay, so we did rebase it. Did I push it? Oh no, we had merge conflicts. Never mind. What do we do? Why is it conflicting? What did I do? Did I touch it? Huh? I think I know. Yeah. I think it's like this, right? What happened? Disappeared. It's probably like this. Let's see. Okay, that has merged. Okay, and then we can revert this one here. Rename macro. Let me do a fix up. Let me do revert this commits. There we go. And then we make this as a fix up. How about that? There we go. Boom. Okay, and then we squash it. And then we have a conflict. Oh shit. Okay, that actually worked. And this should be empty now, and it is. Okay, excellent. Good. Then this should be good. Game defines, yeah. Okay. And we can say here that this rebased. Rebased to latest main. Rebased on latest main. Okay, is there anything else that I need to update? Let me see. This one I did serve. think. Fix compiler warning. I still have this draft here. Fix compiler warning. Okay, what do we do with this change here then? Why is this still a draft? This change attempts to prevent reading invalid data to make the compiler happy. Unfortunately, it does not make the compiler happy. Well, that's not good. Let's see. This concerns 030. This one. Yeah. Then let's rebase it on latest main. Good, so let's look at it one more time then. This one. Throws on failure. Good. Let me build this once here. Yeah. Okay, we did submit a few small things today, so I guess that's good. Yeah. 5 small things. Okay. Let me close some of these wasteful tabs. Yeah. Okay, good. We still have 71 open pull requests. Probably need to review more stuff. Yeah, but I would like to always get my pending pull requests ready first, so that other people can review that. Yeah, I think that's my goal for today, to just finalize my pending pull requests. Yeah, and then maybe do one more review or so, and then I will be happy for today. Yeah. Okay, so we have recompiled this. Add team. So. Doesn't need replicating in generals? Already is. I see. Okay. What is this? Teams. Teams. That's quite expensive, yeah. We could actually simplify it even further by saying we could do dot clear like this, right? That's the same essentially. Could also even optimize it further by doing minus num teams in here. Yeah. Or just once before, like this. Or we could even move it up here and then do this. And here we could possibly say teams. Teams. We can do plus num teams here. Huh. When num teams is 1, then you cannot remove a team? Why not? Huh? Why can you not remove a team? That's weird. Why is this there? Oh, don't question it, I guess. No. So, is it still complaining then or not? Right now, I don't see any green wiggly lines here. Let me do another static analysis pass. Hola, which review do you want looking at? Did I write replay or review? Review. Because I thought I wrote replay. Which replay do you want looking at? uh, add team. is clear. I hate having to overload stuff, but this makes it a lot easier to make copies safely. Why does he hate that? Such a hater. Yeah. Such a hater. Good, so this is done. Did it find any? Oh, looks like it didn't warn this time. So maybe we did actually solve it. Huh. Okay. I remember I looked at it and I thought, huh, why is this not fixed? But it looks like now it's no complaining. Let's verify here by searching for sites list. Oh, sites list, no. No problems. No problems. Size list is clean. Okay, I've seen a few more things that we can do. That is here. I think instead of cleaning all this, we can just clean that. Yeah. And then also we can do plus plus I instead of I plus plus. Just a minor thing. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Clear. Delete. And Teams. Teams now. I think we can also put this together. Can remove this here. Num Teams, yeah. Remove team. I think this here is wrong. This condition is wrong, I think. Yeah. It should be smaller. If num teams is smaller than 1, then you cannot remove the team. Yeah, let me blank issue. Let me open GitHub. Let's search for sites lists. Sites lists. No. Let's search for this. This. It's 3 question marks are enough. 4 is a little bit too much, huh? Yeah. Cannot remove team 0 from this. Cannot remove team 0. Why? It looks like it should have checked smaller one instead. Yeah. Line 1 1. Let's try 0. How do we make a multi-selection? Well, that didn't work. There we go. Should it have checked instead? Forgot to add labels. Investigate. Bug. Minor. Good. Anything else we would like to do here? Probably not. Max num teams. New num teams allocated. New num teams allocated. Max num team. What's that? Num teams is larger than this. What is this team rec, info rec doing? What is this even? What is this doing? Oh, is it not used at all? It is used. There's something here. Team rec. Team rec. Empty teams. It does something. It looks like it. The team's info rec is nothing else than like a vector, right? Under the hood, it looks like it acts like a vector, essentially. Maybe. Maybe. But it doesn't have the. It doesn't have the allocation pattern like a vector. Yeah, it has a different allocation pattern. The vector is doubling. This one is just growing by 8 for some reason. Yeah. I think I would like to compile this here for VC6 and then give it a try against some replays. Okay. Init. Yeah. Okay. meantime, we can already merge this one. ZH, optimize more. A bit more. Okay, then we replicate it in generals. Okay. Oof. Rejected something. Why did it reject it then? Okay. There we go. Right. Is that about the same now? We have this, we have that, and that. Yeah, looks about the same. Replicate in generals. Alright. But it still looked different somehow. Let me check it once more. Yeah. Here. Okay. Let's check it. Okay, looks pretty much the same. Okay. Okay. This one is a refactor, right? It says fix. Is it a fix or is it a refactor? I think it's more like a refactor. Right. Because it doesn't really change behavior. What it warned about before, it was just like a theoretical issue. Right. Reading invalid data from NTI. Okay, so we have written this. Let me make a test run here. We expect no new mismatches or so. Nice bunker. This bunker is overpowered. A real comp stomp. Uh-oh, it takes damage. Uh-oh, needs a repair. Oh, those new cannons are a little bit ambitious, I would say. Those tank gunners here are pretty strong. They're all 3-star. But they got downed. That's a pity. Good progress here. Can put them into the bunker here maybe. Or maybe not. Jesus Christ. Oof. Okay, that went through very nicely. Okay, let me go through this one more time. So remove team, we simplify this here, so we reduce num teams, and then we copy backwards these guys beginning from I. Yeah, makes sense. And then we clear the last one. This makes sense to me. Here we add a new team, which typically just goes smoothly down here, but we say now the num teams is larger than the allocated. So let's say this one is, let's say this is 0 and this is 0, so it's the first allocation. Then that's 0 plus 8 allocates 8. This will be zeros. It will copy nothing here. It will delete m teams, which does nothing because nothing is yet allocated. This one starts with null, right? Yeah. No. Where does it start? Here, teams null. Yeah, that looks correct. Are there any other members? No, just these. Okay. And then it assigns this newly allocated buffer to teams. And then it sets num allocated to that. We could probably maybe simplify this further because this one is just an intermediate. We could assign this straight away. Maybe. I think it's fine. And teams. Throws on failure. No, I think it's fine. We could, theoretically, we could save on this temporary here and assign to this directly. But I think that's not necessary. That's fine. No, it makes sense. Now, let's say this one is 8 and this is 8. Then again, we go in here and then 8 plus 8 is 16, 16. Then now it copies here 8 guys from the old one to the new one. There. Could also just do mem copy, right? Well, not really, because I think the operator is overloaded. I don't know. Can't do that. Actually, hold on. What does it contain? Teams info? Teams info. It just contains teams infos. Yeah, better not mem copy. It's fine. Could do like a SD copy. I don't know. Okay, but no, that looks perfectly plausible to me. There. Looks perfectly plausible. Do we need this comment here? Throws on failure. What the hell is that? Is that the only comment of its kind? There are more of these. Oh well, then. Throws on failure. It's a kind of useless comment. It is useless comment. Let me remove that bullshit. We don't need that. We don't want it. We also remove it here. Boom. Okay. Remove useless EA comments. All right. Let me also run it against the golden replay ones. Okay, then I'll push it. Push it. Yeah, there we go. This change attempts to prevent. This change attempts to prevent reading invalid data from NTIM teams. Why was this actually? Let me. Sites lists. Why did it complain before? Yeah. So previously it had it allocated here. This plus that, yeah. Right. So, like, let's say this was num teams, mnum teams. Yeah, I think it won't, because theoretically, what if this thing would have been like larger than this plus 8, right? And then this would under allocate here, this. And then this would copy too much, right? But this doesn't happen because we only grow it from here. So it's just a theoretical issue. Yeah, it's just a theoretical issue. So I think it's not really a fix, it's just a refactor, really. This change prevents reading invalid data from this and this to make the compiler happy. This would never be a runtime problem with the way teams is currently allocated in this class. But the compiler rightfully wants, because it is, because the code was not perfectly safe because the code would not have been safe in certain circumstances, in circumstances, in cases where mnum teams, let's say case where mnum teams could have been larger than this plus 8. This is never a runtime. This never is a runtime problem with the way mteams is currently allocated in this class, but the compiler rightfully wants about this, because the code would not have been safe in cases where mnum teams could have been larger than this. Yeah. I also simplified /optimized some other code, but it is all in the realms of refactoring and no logic changes. To do test it against golden replay, and we also tested against AI replace. Oh, this match is still going. Okay. I checked again, and the compiler is actually happy now. Probably did not refresh the last time I looked. Probably it did not refresh the last time I looked. Edit. Okay, so this one we can promote to a proper review. If you find the button, where's the button? Here, ready for review. Okay, this one has also completed. Then we say I revisited this and things look good now. Logic looks all correct now. Looks all correct to me. Easier to understand too. Logic looks all correct to me now. Easier to understand too. Past with VC6 golden replay plus two more AI comp stomp replays. Okay. I just hope I correctly replicated it in generals. Yeah. Maybe we can open it side by side. Files. So this is 0 hour. This is generals. Looks good to me. Okay. Okay, is there anything else that we need to work on? Or did we catch it all? Let me see. Okay. I caught up on all my pending reviews. Good. Then this has been almost 2 hours. I will take a break here. Maybe that was actually the last session for today. Maybe I take a little bit of a break. Yeah. Good. We got a bit of stuff done. That's good. Then, yeah, I wish you a great day or night until next time. Goodbye.